What up, you guys? Middle of the day. No, it's like 5:25. I am about to go to work, so I'm gonna work my Wednesday. I would have been getting off tomorrow morning, but instead I'm filling in that shift. So I'm really getting 2 days, a day and a half this week instead of my 3.25 day. But it's fine because, I got Uber this weekend. Yeah, I got Uber this weekend. Oh, it says it's 5 o'clock. It says I'm getting there a minute early, which is, I just don't, no matter how chill the job is, I don't like being nowhere near late. So let's get it. Plus, I don't run this car that fast because I didn't even want to take it to begin with, but she suggested, but I was going to take an Uber. But I'll probably save me in fees because Uber, I made a mistake by booking an airport pickup ride, which is not good because I did not know that line, especially in Philadelphia. Like, it's terrible. Meanwhile, in freaking, New York, I thought New York was bad. But Philly is terrible. I mean, it even look a little bigger than New York Airport. Well, not the overall, but just the area that I was in. But it was terrible, man. But anyways, I'm back and I'm going to work, and it's a short week. I don't know if I'm going to end up getting stuck. So I'm kind of prepared for anything, but I would prefer that they do respect my, my time and get somebody to come in. It's unfortunate that the girl is so, so undecisive, because I was truthfully going to work the weekend for her when we agreed on it. But then she double spun and just said, hey, I want my hours, whatever I had to do. So I was like, well, is that confirmed by the supervisor? She said yes. And then from there, I started thinking to things that work for me again. So I'm like, well, it's better. It's probably a better opportunity because Uber money is going to be instant, right? I'm going to spend it forward by paying somewhere around $450 for the vehicle. And then by Saturday night, I should already be making profit from what I spent forward. And then by Sunday, I'll have a little extra, and then I'll come to work. And then I get off Thursday, get ahead of it early because it's going to be due on Friday. Since I get the vehicle on Friday, the renewal is due on Friday again. Or something like that. So that is better for me. It's good for me to get the car on Friday because that's really when I start working. Like I said, I'm open for anything that could happen, but I would really appreciate if they worked it out. That's why tomorrow I'm working when I'm supposed to be getting off. Because one person who was supposed to help me, actually, I think she was being a B. Because all she had to do is say, yeah or no, I couldn't. But she just gave me no response. And I've been so an attitude when I was asking, but word on the street was she needed more hours because me coming back did cut off her hours. But you know how it be, though. People don't want to help you. They kind of just want you to mess up so you could be out the way. Because when this shift was open, it was just an opening for her to pick up days out of it. It wasn't a mandatory work, so it was just like, and plus I think this shift doesn't stay stable, so it's like, well, you're here today, you'll probably be gone tomorrow anyway. So I don't want to make too much assumptions, but this is me talking about work. All right, moving on. I'm gonna start looking into my next trips too, but Friday I'm definitely trying to buy these NFL tickets. I don't care where I sit. That stadium is not that huge, so it's like I'm still gonna be able to see the game in person. So that would be lovely. I just want some tickets around, some affordable tickets. I just want to be in that stadium. Not as an Eagles fan, by the way. So, Cowboys versus the Eagles. Yeah, it looks good, but damn, is it good though? It'd be like that, man. You see a sexy woman walking, but you've been with enough women. You know when you take that clothes off, it's a different ball game. Yeah, I'm just glad, man. I'm just glad that I made it back. It was actually a rough plane ride because I sat between two big dudes. Man, these dudes were... The good thing was, I tried to change my seat. They did find me a seat, but it wasn't like, I don't know. They was talking about, I don't know. It was being complicated for no reason, at least to me. But I tried not to be too thin because I started talking to the dude. He was cool, but at first he had like some shit on his arm, and he was big, and it was just hot while the plane was loading, just sitting in between them. And the only way I would have arm room is if I sat straight back, because their back made their arms sit a little forward, so that way I was able to squeeze mine back. So but like I said, when I was talking to the one dude, because I had him getting up and sitting down, because I was trying to, like, when I thought the plane was full, I was trying to find seats that was open, because I initially had a aisle seat, but then they offered me a exit row seat, and I was like, okay, whatever. But I probably should have said no, because it was a middle seat that the plane did not have that extra exit row. It was just like a random exit row. Like, it looked like every other seat. Usually the exit row has like a whole row missing in front of it, but that one did not. So that was the plane ride, and I slept most of it and had like weird dreams where I could have sworn I was awake. But what was real though is the plane was going through a lot of turbulence. So when I did fall asleep, like on and off, it felt like we had difficulty landing. So that's because I watched this movie a few weeks ago too, about this plane that had to emergency land somewhere. Somehow I do like those movies where they were lost, kind of like Lost, but there's one too is like they was in a desert, and they was working trying to get a plane, like part of a plane, to make it fly to get out this desert. I tried to rewatch it again, but it just looks so horrible. Like, I didn't think I was gonna be able to watch it, but when I first seen it, like a long time ago when I was a kid, I was just like, man, I was just so interested to see how they made it work. So I like those things, but I definitely don't want to experience it. So yeah, like I said, the turbulence and just the process going through immigration is not the favorite part of it. It kind of makes the trip feels longer. It's one thing if you could get on and land and, just go through. But it doesn't work like that. No matter, sometimes in New York, they have one agent. So but it seems like no matter how many agents they have, it's still a struggle. So that's the hard part of it. So let's just say it's September. So if I buy my ticket in advance, then after that game, maybe I could look at tickets from afterwards, or maybe before. I'm gonna look at the calendar, especially if it's a shorter trip. I'll go, but like I said, the tickets will have to be like $150 a pop or $169. Like they be having them random $170 prices. If they are at that, and I got the money this weekend, then that's what we're gonna do. And as long as the certain things are paid in advance, we out. And I already know where I want to go, kinda. I would repeat where I just came from, but plus I'm waiting on some news too, so I gotta see how this one plays out. It could be life changing. I'm not gonna say nothing yet. I can't tell you guys everything. All right? I can't tell you guys everything. I don't know if it's from long talking, but I feel like my voice is a little. Plus, I keep getting them congestion on my throat, so I definitely need some sea moss, some natural herb stuff. And once my things come in the mail, which they should have by now because I signed up for them, I'm probably going to do like a doctor's visit, something like that, just to get everything checked up. Just do some blood work. Supposedly, I could get a free colonoscopy. So I'll get one this year. I don't know how often people get them, but I'll probably get them in the next 5 to 10 years again. Depends on how I ask questions. And, just make sure we're good. Gotta take care of our health. And after that, man, once the dust settles, which should be sometime next year, where I'll know if my mom is gonna be coming to the country. That's really one of the major turn of life events. One of them, because now that my grandma's sick, I'm the only one here that is supposed to send them a couple bucks. But my mom coming here, I could kind of like just ice everything out and just live my life, man. And like I said, it's something that may happen, that might not happen. Some news, and yeah. All right, it's almost 6 o'clock, but there's weird traffic, and this car do not feel a little worse than when I had it. And my gas tank is pretty low, so before I move, before I hit the highway, I need to remember to go and put some fuel on there. I know I'm gonna be talked at when I get to work, because there's one thing I couldn't get right with the notes and stuff like that at the end of the day. Because it's one thing to do it on a computer, but trying to submit it on mobile when there's no internet there is different. And over the phone, plus people don't it's not clear enough. It's like, yeah. So I'm gonna be talked that. Plus, when I left, it was kind of a slick way of leaving because I needed to leave at 4 a.m. But I told them that I wasn't gonna stay like late till like the next person comes. But I left during the overnight person, and basically while I was at the airport, not even the supervisor on my shift text me. The other one text me. I don't know, but I'm not saying I don't care, but the fact that I'm going to work today means that, it's cool. I seen worse shit going on over there. I'm not on no bad stuff. There's going to be times where I need to, you know what I'm saying? So if it's a problem, then they mention it, all right, fine. Then next time I plan a trip, I'll probably take the night flight, then to put myself in a position to catch the early Thursday flight. But I ain't gonna stop nothing. I appreciate having Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Even if it means I had to leave Thursday and come back Sunday and only have Friday and Saturday as a full day, that's fine. I just need to be there and living it up. Living it up. Living it up. Yeah, man, shout out to this channel, man. It's like my little hobby, best kept secret. Although my face is on there, if it's ever discovered, even if it's by somebody that don't really fuck with me, if they watch the whole thing, at the end of the day, they probably gonna be like, yeah, I rock with them. Because how could you not? Even if I'm going through my own stuff, it's still like, it's still for the better. I'm thinking though, maybe I should probably sit down for a little bit too. Just for a little bit. What's today? I came back on the 5th, right? So today's the 6th. And I believe in September I have an appointment with my doctor. So it's like a month from now. So the next trip should probably be a week from my appointment for important reasons. I don't have to mention here. Like I said, I don't have to tell you guys everything, man. I don't. But I will, because you guys are family. So I might not say it in the first 5 minutes of the video, because I want somebody who's watching that's really looking for dirt to like be to lose focus, to leave, and then the people who really rock with me will probably watch all the way, and then I'll probably let you know. Or that's gonna be in a separate thing. It's gonna be somewhere where you really gotta show your loyalty to know what's going on. But I ain't nothing right now, man. I ain't really nothing. So it ain't really nothing for you guys to figure out about me. So until I am, that's the plan. And I feel like I can be. And whether I'm still doing this or not, it doesn't mean nothing changed. I'm still gonna feel the same way, and I'm still gonna do what I do. It feels strange because I'm standing kind of blocking I'm standing at this light. I'm like the 4th car, but I'm kind of blocking people from joining. But there's like a little space, but I'm just trying to go next, because I got somewhere to get to, just like everybody else. Hopefully the car behind me let me in, and he did, and he's such a nice person. All right, I don't think I'm gonna let the recording continue past once I hit the freeway, so we're just gonna close out. It's good talking, get a chance to talk, and put it on the clouds. If it's on YouTube, I'm always gonna watch it, whether it has 0 views. I'll give it the 1 view, because I just want to know where I was at. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what I was talking about. Because sometimes our memories betrays us. Anyway, so I want to remember what my thoughts was, what I said, and I want to remember when the events was fresh, when it just happened. And even then, it's like, unless you really had the camera rolling from different perspective, it's still not as accurate as you would think. So this is why we do this, man. This is why we do this. It's my life. Everybody has a life, you know. If you like to do little things like this, I suggest everybody do it. Just get started, man. You just never know. Some of you might do better than I am, you know. You speak good English, people could listen to you, your voice is convincing, stuff like that. I don't think mine is, but I'm just doing it because I don't want to be the guy that doubt myself. Be like, oh, I don't like my voice when I hear it on the recording. I don't like my face on camera. Man, freak that, man. We're gonna do whatever it takes, you know. And a low YouTube check wouldn't hurt nobody. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I need to feed my traveling channel because did I go into I mean, I got low videos, but I don't got videos. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna put something together though and upload. For sure. While I'm maybe not tonight, but maybe tomorrow because I have more time. Everyone, yeah. Traffic. Now I'm getting there 6 on the dot. And like I said, I don't run this car as hard as I could run the other cars because it just doesn't feel sturdy enough. But it's still a car though, because them Uber fees ain't my friend. Still in traffic, but this is already 22 minutes, so let me just use the time to think instead. All right.